All right, we are live on a beautiful Sunday here in Las Vegas. November 1st, we're welcoming in the fall back. We changed the clocks. So hope everybody's doing okay. We got a lot of the regulars here. I've been very busy, a lot of stuff happening. But we're going to start off a little bit on a somber note. I think I see Karia here. Let me put you on here. So how are you? I hope you're doing well. Now, I spoke to Karia earlier this week. I mentioned something on Friday. I did an impromptu live stream. It's live on my channel. If anybody wants to see it, it's there. We lost one of our moderators. Very tragic, very sad, and I don't know what else to say. My heart goes out to Karia's family. This has been a shock, obviously, to their family and to everybody. It's been really, really gut-wrenching. It's really sad to lose somebody so young. I'm talking about Danica, and she was a great moderator, great contributor to the channel. And, I'm without words. There's nothing I can say that you can do to change it. But to be honest with you, the live stream is not the same because she brought an energy. She was so positive about everything. And it was one of the things we loved about her. One of the best moderators out there. I couldn't have asked for anybody better. She was here religiously every week. And I saw on Facebook, she has so many friends and the family, the outpouring of love and support. Again, my heart goes out to your family, Karia, and your mom and so forth. So I just don't know what to say. We lost somebody. It's the second person on this. We lost Tim Piercy earlier this year. So, I mean, it's life. Obviously, this is devastating. And somebody so young, I believe she's 26 years old. There's just nothing more to say other than that we're with you, Karia, if you need anything. Now, if there's a GoFundMe campaign or something to that effect, Karia, can you paste it in the link in the chat and I'll put it in the description of the video when we're done. Anybody can sort of help out because I'm sure expenses are pretty high and I know how that goes. So if anybody can help out, that would be great. Instead of doing a super chat, maybe we can donate to that GoFundMe. I believe there is a GoFundMe, but I want to make sure I do the right one. So if Karia, if you can paste it, if we have one, or if you have that information, let us know and we'll go on from there. Okay. So I hate to start off on a somber note, but we have to move on, right? And so just so everybody knows, this live stream is now dedicated to Danica. We miss you, and I'm sure you're watching. So, and I see that here is the link. So if anybody wants to give to the GoFundMe campaign, instead of giving me a super chat today, let's just give it to the GoFundMe campaign, all right? And that would be awesome because I know you guys are all, and gals are all awesome. All right. So with that out of the somber note, let's move on. I see we have Mallory here. Yeah, we're all very sorry. Paul is here. Handquake, of course. Ever, you're a good guy. Hope you're staying okay in SoCal. Ever Rodriguez. Paul, I saw you earlier. There you are. Okay, so with that out of the way, I did a live stream. Check it out if you haven't done so. I see 70 of you already. Now, here's another thing. A little bit more positive, of course, but certainly I got my silver play button. I did preview this. I couldn't help myself on the last live stream. So this is $100,000, I wish. 100,000 subscribers milestone sent by YouTube. So I dedicate this to all of you guys for watching, subscribing, everything, of course. So I'm without words. I mean, I couldn't do it without you guys. So that is just, again, like I said, I couldn't do any of this without you guys. All right. Silver play button is here. I joked around on the last live stream on Friday. I should just keep it like this the whole time, and just sort of do that. Well, I'm not going to. All right. So with my silver play button. And by the way, this, and the last housekeeping measure, this will probably, and in 99% will be the last live stream in this studio. I will be moving to a new studio, a much bigger space. It's being built as we speak. So the next live stream, you'll see me in a whole new setup. Hopefully everything will go on time. I'm moving to a new space, about 800 square feet. So it's going to be a lot more than what I have here. So I'll have a separate live stream space. I'll have a separate video space to do my video. So having said that, on Friday, first of all, I released my video on Tiger Lake laptops. I did the live stream on Friday with the Dell Xps 13 9310. I released that video. Right after this video, right after this live stream, rather, I will be releasing the Asus Zenbook 14 UX 425 EA. I just finished that video this morning. So I will release it right after this live stream. So once this is done, head on over to the link. Of course, I'll put the link below. And if you have your notifications on, if you're subscribed to me, make sure you have all your notifications on. This way you'll be alerted. It's got the Intel 11th Gen Tiger Lake processor. It's got the Intel Iris Xe graphics. Very, very good. Now, with that being said, I have some more laptops, okay? So I have two more laptops that came in. We'll start over with the Acer. Now, I finally got a laptop from Acer here. Finally, remember, I've been reaching out to them time and time again. This is a Ryzen 7 laptop. This is the Acer Swift 3. Oh, shit. Sorry, excuse me. I don't want to get demonetized. Sorry about that. This is the Acer Swift 3. Now, this has the Ryzen 7 4700U. AMD Radeon graphics. This might have been out for a while, but I wanted to check it out because I'm so far super impressed with this laptop. It has a full HD display, a matte display. It's looking good so far. It's nice and bright. Nice metal keyboard deck here. Really metal design. This is metal. Really, really feels like metal. Yeah, it is metal. Really good stuff. I'm really impressed with this. Nice bright display. Great keyboard on it. I'm really liking that. It's got a fingerprint scanner. I don't know if it has, I don't believe it has Windows Hello, but it has an AMD Ryzen 4700U. Let's just make sure that's the correct processor. If I go to system here, and I've got the Ryzen 7 4700U. This has 8 gigabytes of RAM. So looking forward to testing this out. It has a good processor. I'm expecting good graphics performance. We've seen that before. So that's the first one I have here. And it is a matte display, yes. Let me switch to this camera to see if I can, I'll have to bring it down a little bit. Hold on. So here you see it might be a little blown out because of the camera here, but a very nice display. Really good color accuracy so far. I have to test it. I really didn't do any of my metrics on it yet, but just from eyeballing it so far, I'm liking what I see. I'm liking it a lot, actually. So for the price, this is a great deal. And the reason I say that is because this comes in, and let me just check Amazon real quick. This comes in. Let me get to that link, and I'll put it in when we're done. I'll make sure I put it in the description. $677.98 right now from Amazon. In fact, what I'll do, if somebody wants to buy this, it looks like it's in stock. So I will put the link in here into the chat. Hold on, let me copy this and put it into the chat. And that is for the Acer Swift 3. Okay, so good deal on that because you're getting a 512 gigabyte SSD drive. You're getting 8 gigabytes of LPDDR4 RAM, Wi-Fi 6, backlit keyboard, fingerprint reader, Alexa built in, IPS, Full HD, 14-inch display. Looking good. Looking good. All right, so if you want to see that link. Now, let's see who else is here. Let me make sure I said hello to enough people. I got 88 of you watching so far. last Friday, again, the Friday we just did this live stream, started off really slow, but we actually went over 215. I think we had about 215 people. That was pretty good. Pretty good. All right. I agree, Jet. It is a great deal. And the reason I say that is because the Ryzen 7 4700U with the integrated Radeon graphics is really good. Don't forget to smash. Thank you, Jet. Don't forget to smash the like button. Make sure if you're already subscribed, make sure you hit that notification bell. Again, I have a video dropping right after this, Tiger Lake laptop right after this. I will have videos on the Acer coming up, and I have this other laptop here. Yes, it is 1080p. We'll get right back to that. I want to show you the other one we have. So this is and I will move this out for now. We'll get back to it in a moment. This is the Yoga 9i15. This is going to take the place of the C940 line. Okay, so this is the 15-inch, and what they updated here, we now have 10th generation processors, H processors. It's a 6-core. I think it's the 10750H. That's going to be a 6-core processor. It's got the numpad. It moves everything towards the left, off center. So some people may or may not like that, of course. The numpad, again, another controversial thing here on my channel. So yeah, but all metal design, very premium. It's got the sound bar. It's a 2-in-1. And I'll go over the ports of the Acer in a moment as well. I forgot to do that. I wanted to show you guys. Again, videos on all of this will be coming. USB-A port, I believe these are 2 Thunderbolt 3 ports. I don't know if they're Thunderbolt 4. Let me just check the stats here from Lenovo. Let me check that real quick. Hold on. Okay, let's see here. So this is I think these might be Thunderbolt 3. I'll double check. You'll get all the correct. I don't think they're Thunderbolt 4 yet. These are Thunderbolt 3. You get a 3.5 millimeter audio jack. Yeah, they're Thunderbolt 3. And then on this side, you have the pen, the silo for the rechargeable pen. We'll get into that in the video, of course. Another USB-A port and your power button. So pretty interesting stuff. It's a pretty solid computer. It's a convertible, so you can put it into the tent mode, or you can put it into the stand mode, or of course tablet mode. So really powerful stuff under the hood for a convertible, that's for sure. You could probably do video editing on this, I would expect, because it does have the NVIDIA GTX 1650 Ti, which is a pretty good GPU, and a nice combination with that 6-core 10th Gen H processor. Again, 45 watt, so that is good. That's not USB-A. You are correct. I always, Lenovo always does that. Thank you, Helder. That is the power port. You are correct. One USB-A. That is right. And they always screw me on that because it looks so much like a USB port. It's not the C950. There's no C950. They changed the name. It's it's the 9i. So what used to be the C940 is now the 9i this year. Weight on this, let me take a look. I believe it is about 4 or 5 pounds. Let me see what it is. Yoga 9i 15 weight. I should probably know all this, but again, I just unboxed it this morning. We're looking at about 4.2 pounds, I guess. No, it's not this one. Hold on. Let's see. 915. So this one is going to be Yoga 915. This is about 4.41 pounds, or 2 kilograms. You're looking at about 2 kilograms. Not bad for a 15-inch convertible. It's a pretty solid. Not the lightest. It's towards the 4-pound mark. It's not the lightest, Mallory, but those who want to have the ability to take notes, draw on this, you can because of the pen support. It also has a nice GPU in this. That means this is going to compete with the likes of the HP Spectre X360, the 15-inch. So That should be a pretty interesting. I'm hoping to get that one into the studio. I'm expecting to get one with the 15-inch with the Tiger Lake. Not a dedicated GPU. It'll have the XE graphics. I'm hoping to get that within the next week or two. So let's stay tuned for that. How is everybody doing? We have 167 of you watching already. That is great. It's a very sturdy. It's a very sturdy but substantial, and it feels good. Wrong camera. Feels good. A little bit heavy to use in tablet mode, but that's pretty much the case with all 15-inch convertibles. And it is normal for that weight class, for this class of laptop. All right, William's here, by the way. How are you? Paul is saying to William, I agree. So far, I think Dell and HP are the ones that seem to have the most ergonomic keyboard, but plus numpads. So far, Lenovo and Asus seem to prefer this implementation. Yeah, so that is the controversy when it comes to the keyboard, right, William? Off-centered. Not everybody likes this style of numpad. But if you're an accountant, you can probably get away with this. Again, I don't know if this is geared towards professionals more so than consumers, right? This is a consumer line. ThinkPad is more for the professional line, of course, for the business user. But this is usable by anybody. It's a nice general all-purpose laptop, and so far I'm liking it quite a bit. Fingerprint scanner. It has a shutter switch. I don't know if it's a Windows Hello camera. Again, I just unboxed this. Shutter switch for the webcam, which I like. That's a pretty good thing. Okay. All right. So that is that. And then I did open it up. I can tell you the RAM is soldered into the motherboard. So that's a little bit of a negative, of course, but that's what we've been seeing lately, of course. The SSD is upgradable. The Wi-Fi card is upgradable. It's Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.1, I believe, or 5.0. I don't know if it's 5.1, but nonetheless, working well so far in my initial testing. The pen is here. It has a silo. It charges in the laptop. I believe it uses the Wacom AES technology, so you can use other pens in that category as well. And again, I'll do all the research and check make sure I'm giving you all the right information when I do my unboxing and review. I don't know. I didn't test it yet, but I can tell you, John, that the brightness of the screen is pretty good so far. Now, they're saying it's an HDR display, 400 nits, 400 nits IPS. So I'm hoping that this gets over 400, but at least close to 400 at a minimum. And based on what I'm seeing so far, it is a glossy display, by the way, but based on what I'm seeing so far, it does look like that it is a pretty bright, vibrant display. But again, I need to do all my testing on it. So far, it's looking pretty good. We have 120 of you watching, so looking good so far. All right. And here's another good question here. Why no 11th gen on the 9i? Seems a bit absurd considering how fast the others are moving with 11th gen. On the 15-inch, there's not going to be an 11th gen because this is an H series processor, a 45-watt processor or TDP, and that will mean that that's not going to come till next year on 11th gen. They're just moving to the 10th gen this year. What we're seeing in the smaller laptops, or the more thinner and lighter ultra portables, are the 11th gen, like we saw on the Dell XPS 139310 I just reviewed, which has the newest processor. And then we have the 11th gen on the video I'm going to debut right after this live stream, the Asus Zenbook 14 UX 425 EA. That is a mouthful. So there you go. Why no AMD? Well, because there's probably a couple of reasons for that. These have been in the works for this whole year. They've been planning that. Maybe next year we'll see AMD in some of these laptops. Now, I do have one coming from HP in their EliteBook line, which is their business line, with an AMD Ryzen Pro. I think it's the 4750 Pro processor, and I can't wait to get that one in because that's going to be a premium laptop with premium specs with the Ryzen in it. So I'm looking forward to that one. That should be coming very soon, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, Jed is saying some people think you can't have touch and matte. That's not true. X1 Carbon has matte and touch. That is absolutely correct. And Karia is saying Danica was considering both devices for her next laptop. She loved 2-in-1s and full numpads. All right. So, and I trusted her judgment, of course, very much. She definitely knew what she was talking about. That's for sure. So a lot of people like these 2-in-1s. They're very versatile devices. They give you a lot of options, and especially with the pen support, you got to love it. So the pen seems to work pretty well. And I like that it's housed into the unit itself right here. And you can sort of use the pen to take notes, sketch out artwork, and so forth. It's pretty nice and convenient. Again, stored in and charged in the device. I think it takes very little time for it to charge. A matter of even seconds, and you're going to get at least a half an hour to an hour, I think. So pretty good stuff. Again, I will be doing a full review on this. This is a little preview today on that. So we saw so far that we have the Acer Swift 3, which I'm looking forward to testing out. And let's take a look at the ports on that. I forgot to show you guys. So if we put it here. Now, one thing I did test out, this USB port does support charge. So you can charge this not only with the included adapter, which you'll see in the video. It has a barrel pin connector for the power. You have a USB-C port. Now, so far, this is charging works on this. I believe it's data. I'll test it out also for display out. HDMI, which I love to see on laptops. I know some people may not like that. I don't know. USB 3.0 port. And then you have on the other side, a 3.5 millimeter audio jack, a USB-A port, and a Kensington lock port. Pretty nice, thin and light, by the way. Really thin, but solid feeling. Doesn't feel cheap in any way. Really good price. Again, I put it in the, and I should pin that. Let me pin that to the top. If I could find it. Because that is a good deal. I'll just post it again. And this is for the Acer. And if anybody wants to buy it, it's now pinned to the chat. So if anybody wants to buy it, check it out. Link is in that chat. All right. So 106 watching now. Yeah, Aditya, and how are you, my friend? AMD to focus on producing their chips on a larger scale. So we'll see if they can step up their chip production. That would be great. We want to start seeing 16 to 10. Now, this one is a 16 to 9 on this one. This is a 1920 by 1080. There is a variant that I saw that has a 3:2 aspect ratio. That was not offered to me by Acer yet, so hopefully that will be coming soon. We could test the 9i speakers. I'm going to be doing a whole full review on this, Rabin. Let's see what else we have here. One thing I wish Lenovo did was more to offer the upgrade to Windows 10 Pro on many of their laptops. They seem to offer only Home on many of their laptops. That would be the case on the consumer line. I think they do offer Pro on the ThinkPad line. Okay. So how is everybody doing? All right. So far we have the Acer here. I guess, I don't know if you guys are interested. I think you might be because of the Ryzen. We have these two here so far, and I can zoom out a little bit. Very different laptops. This is a clamshell. This is a convertible. But what I did show people on Friday are these two. So we got the Dell Xps 139310, and then of course this fingerprint magnet, and I'll drop this video right after this live stream, the Asus Zenbook Ux 425 EA, and it's a really good one, by the way. 810G mil standard rating, mil standard 810G rating to be correct. Very nice matte display. Probably can zoom on over here. So very nice matte display. Plenty of crapware on it with McAfee. I hate that. But a beautiful matte display, gets very bright. This is a 400 nit display. I measured, and you'll see in the video, 370, which is very good. And since it's a matte display, you're going to see very good with the fact that it doesn't have glare or reflection. So that's been pretty good. Thunderbolt 4 ports on it. Let's take a look real quick. And this one has HDMI, 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports. And the thing that you're going to love about Thunderbolt 4 is the fact that it has the ability to drive 2 4K monitors. And from what I understand, 1 8K monitor. So I don't know how many of you have 8K monitors yet, but that's probably coming down the road. HDMI, 2 Thunderbolt 4, and Thunderbolt 4 is a good thing, I believe. Okay. And this one has micro SD card reader for storage expansion. This one has a USB-A port, something that you don't get on the Dell. Very good laptop. Again, that video of this Asus is going to drop right after this live stream, as I mentioned. All right. This one, of course, is fantastic. The build on the 9310 just picks up where the 9300 left off. It has a gorgeous Arctic white finish, frost on the top, frost color, Arctic white, woven glass interior that is just absolutely gorgeous. Running Intel's 11th gen Tiger Lake processor here. It's got the Intel integrated Xe graphics, which is, as you saw from the numbers, impressive. And what you're going to love about it, of course, is this gorgeous display. Now, this display is absolutely stunning. And I don't know if you can really see it or do it justice in this video. And there, I'm moving out of your way. 1920 by 1200. Yes, that is the Dell XPS 13 Carrier 9310. It's the latest model with the Tiger Lake. This is an IPS display. It is not an OLED display, although you might be mistaken for it as being an OLED display. It is a sexy laptop, absolutely jet. 1920 by 1200. That equals a full HD plus resolution, a 16:10 aspect ratio. It also has a touch option on this, which I love. It's just absolutely gorgeous for consuming media, watching Netflix, YouTube. It all worked well. Check out that video again. I just dropped it a couple of days ago. All right. So those are the laptops I've been reviewing. I still got to do my review on this one. Yeah, Paul, you got to love that Infinity Edge display. It is truly gorgeous. Absolutely. Now, how good would this be? Let's talk a little hypotheticals here. How good would this one be with an AMD Ryzen 7 processor, right? That would be fantastic. If they would put this in this premium design with this display, this keyboard, this gorgeous woven glass fiber keyboard deck, that would be insane. Now, the display nits, JPSF, 526 nits if you disable the adaptive brightness in the settings, in the Intel settings on the laptop. Without it, you're looking at about 475, 480. Excellent in terms of brightness, very sharp, very vibrant in terms of the colors, really color accurate as well. Very good. It also covers the color gamut very well. It is, again, close to 100%. I think it was 94%, if I'm not mistaken, off the top of my head. Coverage of the sRGB. You're looking at about, I guess, 70 to 75% Adobe, which is very good for this class of 13-inch laptop. Now, you can also get it in a UHD Plus display. You can get it in a Plus display, and I'll talk about this in a moment, William. That would be 3840 by 2400. Overkill on a 13.4-inch laptop. You're going to take a hit on battery life. Now, what William is talking about is what is adaptive brightness, and that's a good question. So what these manufacturers do, particularly Dell, is that they're going to put on this adaptive brightness with a sensor that takes the temperature of the ambient light in the room and will adjust the display down or up depending on the lighting conditions. And so that will make it dimmer than you might want it. So I turn that off. And what I do is I go into the Intel, and you can see it here, and I can probably show you guys real quick, Intel Graphics Command. So if you go into the Intel Graphics Command, it's this app that Intel puts on there. And if you go down to this fourth icon here and go to power there is a adaptive brightness. You want to make sure that's off. Once that's off, then you can really maximize the brightness. Now, the downside of that is you're not going to get quite as much battery life out of it. I don't really care. I love to have it as bright as possible. I can always turn it down if I want to, but it is certainly one of the brightest displays out there, one of the best displays out there for sure. All right. There is I did review, and by the way, I did review, Jorge, there is an Asus Zenbook with AMD processor I recently reviewed. Check it out from maybe a couple of months ago, and that's pretty good. I know, Rabin, you really want to know how the 9i sounds. You really want to know. Let's take a look. It's going to be hard for me to do it because I don't have the microphone set up properly to test, and hold on, to test the sound on this. Let me see if I can turn that mic on. Let me see here. So if I turn that on, I don't know if that's going to be too loud for you guys. So if I go to if I turn on the microphone, let me see how I do this. If I turn that on, let me know if you can hear this. Right now it's off. So can you hear me okay? Because I'm experimenting with this to see if we can show that. I didn't even set this laptop up, so I'm not even set up on my channel here. YouTube. I'm gonna have to use Edge even. I didn't even download Chrome yet. And let's do Dell. Let's see if you can find me on a search. Dell. Let's see, Dell XPS 15. I'm in 13. I don't think I'll be able to put this camera's microphone on it, but I'll tell you how it sounds from my own. Maybe you could get it through my microphone. 9310. Let's see. All right. We got 226 watching right now. Oh, look at that. And I'm not logged in, by the way. This is me as being number one on that. So that's good. Now, let's see. Let me take my headphones off. This will be 100%.
Earlier this year, I had a chance to review the Dell XPS 13 9300. And I like it.
I'll tell you right now. Hold on.
My editor's choice for the 13-inch laptop category. And for good reason. With that frost white color. Really loved it. I also like the 10th generation Ice Lake processor with the integrated Iris Plus graphics. Performance was very good on that thin and light laptop, but I couldn't wait to get my hands on the upgraded model.
I got to tell you, I'm going to stop it here. This sound bar is fantastic. Let me see how that sounds. It's loud. It's got bass. Hold on. Let me try this one more time. I know you guys. I don't know if you can hear it okay. Again, I'm not set up for a sound test, but let me see unscientifically. Let's see.
Released the XPS 13 9310 with 11th generation Intel processors. That's the Tiger Lake processors. It also has integrated XE graphics, which are an upgrade over the Intel Iris Plus graphics. We'll get more into that in this video. We also get that beautiful 13.4-inch Full HD Plus Infinity Edge touch display, which is absolutely gorgeous.
Yes, it's a reflective display.
And rightfully so, because that is a great design. Hey everybody, it's Andrew, and this
I'll tell you what.
Of the Dell XPS 13 9310.
You can't really tell, Jeff, but I got to tell you, you can't do this on a live stream. It's hard, unless I'm really set up for it. This sounds fantastic. Very, very impressive. Sounds really good. So take my word for it. It's going to sound good. I'll do a sound test for sure in that video. All right. I got 178 of you watching. Wow, it's fluctuating today. I saw we had 220 at some point. All right, so let's start taking some of your questions. Kari is saying, I wonder how the speakers, and this is, by the way, what it looks like in tablet mode. There you go. I wonder how the speakers compare to the Dell XPS 15 and the MacBook Pro 16. I have my MacBook Pro 16 in the other room. That's the best. That's still, to me, the best. This is a very good sound system on this. Now, this is and what we're talking about here is this rotating sound bar. So you'll always have this exposed, and that means you're going to get sound out of that sound bar. It's actually been pretty good so far. I'm really liking it. All right. Yeah, the tests are similar to last year's 940. I think it is. And they were good. And I reviewed it last year. It was pretty good. So that's been pretty good so far. All right. Yeah, you know, Paul, a lot of people with a 15-inch laptop rarely use it in tablet mode. I don't. Maybe some people do. That is, you don't like it. But the ability that has become very important for me the last 2 years. Yeah, I know you like the HP's design. Probably better, right? So there you go. All right. We don't know. I have to test battery life on it. I think it has a 67.5 watt-hour battery, if I'm not mistaken. When I opened it up, I think that's what I saw. Again, I just opened it this morning, right before the live stream. I haven't really tested anything out with it. We're talking about the 9i15. I'm hoping to get the 14-inch variant in as well. That is a little bit special. That might have a leather version coming out. There's a 9 Pro, I believe, coming out. I don't remember all the names. Again, they need to really settle down with these names. It gets total confusing. This used to be the C940. The C940. Now it's the 9i. So there you go. How much and release time? So this one, let's do a quick check on Lenovo site. Lenovo Yoga 9i15. And according to this, to Lenovo site, and you know what I can do? I can connect the HDMI to this because it has I believe it has, did it have an HDMI port? No, but it has the Thunderbolt 3. This is about $2,000 according to this. So you're getting the 10th generation 8 series. You're getting the vibrant 15.6-inch HDR 400 nit display. You could also get it with a 4K display as well. So $2,000, not cheap, but you're getting a pretty premium device. So let me see how this looks when I plug this in. Hopefully it doesn't screw anything up. This is going to go into Thunderbolt 3. And if I go to number 4, there it is. We could have to zoom out a little bit. So if I do a search on, this is Edge. Again, I didn't put in Chrome yet. So if I go, let's take a look. Lenovo. Can't type with this numpad in the way. Lenovo Yoga. Oh, I'm really having a tough time. Yoga 9i15. Let's see what the search on the Microsoft Bing will come up with. So if we get that. See, I hate Bing. This is stupid. Where is it? 9i. Let's see if this gets us to Lenovo. Again, all experimenting here. $2,000 as you can see here. And I can bring down the brightness a little bit. Okay. So, and you can see some of the specs here. So it comes with Core i7 10750H, 6 cores, 12 threads, 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM, 2933 megahertz, 1 terabyte PCIe SSD storage, NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650 Ti, 15.6 inch. You can get it with the UHD display. That $2,000 is with the UHD display. I have the full HD. And then they're saying with the full HD, 9 up to 13 hours, 9 hours for the 4K display. Now, as far as that rotating sound bar, 2 subwoofers, two tweeters, and 2 webcam mics. Okay, so there's 4 speakers on this. Okay, and then 2 webcam mics. 720p doesn't look like it's infrared, so you'll have to use the fingerprint scanner. Dimensions you can see there: 2 kilograms, 4.41 pounds, slate gray. I don't think there's any other variant. Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5. It's got a USB-A Gen 2. We talked about that. 3.2 Gen 1. I'm sorry, Gen 1. 2 USB-C ports. Thunderbolt 3, both of them. Display, power, data, no problem. And it has the power port. And then there you go. Comes with, and you'll see all this in my video when I drop it. So yeah, that is, and let me zoom back in. So there you go. All right. So that is the Lenovo Yoga 9i 15-inch. What do you guys think? But it is a good quality. Now that $2,000 looks like it's for the 4K model. All right. So with that being said, let's take a look at the specs of this one. And this one, I think, let's see if it does display. If I connect my USB-C, it would also work the same way. Let's try it. There it is. Now I've connected it to their USB-C port on the Acer Swift 3. Let's see if it does anything. It might not. It may not work. For display, I'm not really sure. So far, there it is. It does work. All right. And we can zoom out there. So this is the Yoga, not the Yoga. This is the Acer Swift 3. Now, I'm going to go to Amazon and look for that. Again, I'm not logged into my account, so we'll have to find it. Amazon.com. And this, I'm going to look for the Acer Swift. There it is. And I want the Ryzen 7. There's a Ryzen 5, by the way, for $649. That's not the one. This is the Ryzen 7. And this one, bring down the brightness a little bit. This one comes in at $649. Oh, $677. I'm sorry, $677. And this gets you the Ryzen 7 4700U. Which we know is an 8-core processor with integrated Radeon graphics, 8 gigabytes of LPDDR4 RAM. It is soldered in, but it is running a dual channel. We'll double check that just to make sure. 1920 by 1080, 16:9 aspect ratio. You're getting the Wi-Fi 6, which is great. You're also getting 1 USB-C port, which is a 3.2 Gen 2. And it does display, as you're seeing now. I'm in input number 4. So this is 1, 2, that's this, 3, and then 4. Okay, we'll fix all that when we get out, when we zoom out. And then you get an HDMI port, which I like having that ability to run multiple monitors, of course. It's 0.63 inches thin, and it's a 2.65 pounds, and we'll get up to 11.5 hours of battery. I'll test all that in the full review. So that's what we're dealing with here. And let me zoom out a little bit. I'm too zoomed in. And there we are. Okay, let me bring the brightness back up. Again, all this is work in progress. All right. 124 of you watching. Hit the like button. Super chats are open, but I would prefer you give to the GoFundMe campaign for Danica, as I mentioned earlier. That would help some expenses, of course. But pretty nice. It's like a professional studio. And speaking of which, I will be getting we will be moving to a new studio starting next week. Hopefully it will all be done. I may not do a live stream the first week because I'm still building it out. I'm expecting it to be done in time, but just be aware that I might not have another live stream next week. That might be a possibility. We'll see. I'm going to try to get one in, but we'll see. I will hang this up. For those of you joining late, I will hang this up in the wall there. Okay. So you'll see this in the background at some point. My silver play button, 100,000 subscribers. I love showing that because I'm happy. So yeah, have some coffee here. And how long have we been on? I don't even know. 50 minutes. Wow. Can't believe that. All right. I got other laptops coming. There's so many, I can't even keep track. Thank you, Walter. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't have, and it's unfortunate because I can only tell you what the U.S. prices are. I don't have access outside the United States to some of this stuff. The Dell XPS 15, you're telling me, is $2,300 for the i7, 16 gigabytes is almost, I'm sorry, that would be $3,000. So 8 would be $2,300, 16 would get you $3,000. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. So, yeah, I feel for you, brother. I feel for you. All right. Yeah, DT, I think this is the last one here. The way it's going to work out, this probably will be the last one to before we move to the new studio. All right. So, trying to up the game here, but, you know, there's always a little bit of technical difficulties here and there. So Jed is asking, is the new studio in another wing of your house? Yes, it is in a separate space. The house I'm moving into has a finished basement. It's about, I would say, 800 square feet, which is pretty large. And that is where I'm building out the studio. So it'll be separate from everybody. I'm going to do as much soundproofing as I can. I'm working on the lighting today, actually. I have somebody coming to put in lighting for me. So that will definitely be, it's a lot of work, a lot of stress, but we'll get it done. I want to make sure I have a really nice studio to do my videos, my live streams. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, Karia, hopefully it'll be awesome. It's hitting my wallet and it's hitting my patience. But yeah, it's stressful for doing all this, of course. Yeah, we're moving. Thanks for pointing that out. Donate to that. Handquake, put the link in there. Don't do a super chat to me today. If you're going to donate to the GoFundMe for Danica, okay? So, and there you go. All right. How good is the MacBook Air 2020 as compared to XPS or Spectre? It's good. I think the processor is not going to be that great on that. It gets hot, it runs hot, as a lot of these Mac laptops do. I like the XPS or Spectre better when you're comparing it to the Air. Now, of course, Apple's going to come out with their own silicon soon, so that is going to be pretty good. All right. The GoFundMe campaign works wherever you are in the world. Thank you, Paul. Please donate to that. I don't know how to put a graphic on there for that. I should have that. I'll put it in definitely when we're done. Hold on. Let me copy the link address. And then let me add in through... Oh, wrong scene. Go back. Hold on. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. I hate doing this on the fly. Text. And there it is. Oh, it's going to be a big one. So that's not going to work because it's not shortened. The best way for me to do it is this way. GoFundMe campaign will be here. Oh, actually, that's not going to work either. Oh, just look at Handquake's chat. Just look at Handquake's chat. I'll put it when we're done. There it is again. So for those, and I'll just leave it over here. Those want to see it. And then you could just click in the chat. It might be the easiest way to do it. Okay. All right. Okay. We're going to send somebody to purgatory right now. Where is he? I saw somebody I want to get rid of. F him. All right. Anyway, We have 75 likes, 2 dislikes, no problem. 206 watching, 206 people. That will update shortly on top of me in terms of the view count. All right, and there it is again, the GoFundMe campaign. There you go. There you go. All right. So what do we have? What have we seen so far today? We saw the Acer Swift 3. I still have to do all of my work on this one. I already unboxed it this morning. I will do a video on that. We got the Yoga 9i, no longer the C9i. That is now you moved to a different name. Okay, and there it is. It's all metal. It's looking good. Any other questions? Did we hit an hour yet? Yeah, we're about to hit an hour. All right. All right, I got to get rid of some of these people here. Hold on. I'm going to block some people. Oh, okay. You got, Aditya did it. Oh, Paul did it. I'm sorry. Thank you, Paul. Yeah. People are just stupid, you know? Yeah, I saw you got him. Good. Okay, thanks, Paul. That's good. All right. Okay. And what they're so stupid is, you know, they're leaving a thumbs down and making stupid comments, but that's interaction that helps the algorithm. So I'm doing better with it because the more views I get, the better it is for my channel. It makes me more money. It makes the videos get disseminated out easier. So they're just stupid. So it works into my favor. So it's good. All that is good. All right. Yeah, you know, we got to keep it real here. I appreciate that, Paul. All right. Is XPS 15 going to come with Tiger Lake? I'm not aware of that. I know the Spectre X360 is going to come with Tiger Lake, but I don't know about XPS 15. I haven't heard of anything. That uses an H series processor, so I don't think so. That would be an interesting one, though, right? You never know, but I haven't heard anything. So that would be interesting. Now, as far as Wablin says, I don't think you're going to see that until you can get an AMD with Thunderbolt 3 board because it's aimed for professionals. Intel holds the patent for Thunderbolt 3. That is correct, Carria. I couldn't have said it better myself. All right. So now, and of course, as I say that, all these people are putting a thumbs down. Oh, boy. I don't know, CJ, 118G. I haven't seen any yet with the Core i7, 1185 G7. I haven't seen that yet. Hopefully, we'll start getting some with that variant in soon. And that is correct, Karia explaining to Mabdul. The 11th Gen H series are not out yet, so that is something to keep in mind. The Tiger Lake is out now, but the H series is not. Now, the difference between the Tiger Lake and the H series is a 45-watt TDP. I believe the Tiger Lake we're seeing is 28, if I'm not mistaken. So that's the difference between the two. The Tiger Lake is running, I believe, on the Evo platform, and that's what we saw with the Dell XPS 13 that we see here, as well as the Asus. This is the running on the Evo platform. And when you open this up, you will actually see stickers that says Evo Core i7 on it. So there you go. All right. From what I hear, it's supposed to come out in 2021. What Jed is talking about is USB 4. That would have a lot of the equivalency to a Thunderbolt 4 port. Thunderbolt is owned, the property, the intellectual, or the IP is owned by, the intellectual property is owned by Intel. And they can license it out, and they do. AMD doesn't license that from Intel, and I think what they're going to do going in 2021 is work with USB 4. Now, USB 4 is going to have a lot of the same functionality, from what I understand, as Thunderbolt 4. One of the things that Thunderbolt 4 can do is it can run multiple 4K monitors. I think on this one, it said they can do 2 4K monitors and one 8K monitor, from what I understand. I don't have an 8K monitor, so I can't test that out. So just so you know. But that's what the I've read and the press material says, so there you go. I appreciate that, John. Down-to-earth guy on the website is well done. Thank you. I appreciate that. That means a lot. What is Evo? So Evo is the platform that we're on right now. Now, Project Athena was, I think, the one we saw with Ice Lake, right? So it's a platform made by Intel. And let me zoom in to show you the sticker here. Evo will definitely mean that you've got the latest specs on your laptop kind of thing. What they see when you see this, Walter, it's telling you it met a certain amount of minimal requirements, battery life, display, just certain minimum requirements to be branded that Evo, and that's what that means. And the Tiger Lake meets all that, so that's what that all means. Project Athena was, I believe, the one that was prior to this. So there you go. All right, so that hopefully explains that. I hope I didn't butcher that too bad. Didar is saying, any suggestions about using Chrome on MacBook Air i3 for straight 6 hours every day? Concerned about the thermal issues. The Air i3, which is their, I guess, do they make an i3? I guess they do. 6 to 8 hours. Chrome is a hog in a little bit of sense. If you have too many Chrome tabs open, that could be a resource hog, and that could generate a lot of heat. Try not to run too many, I guess, tabs open at once. That might be a one way to eliminate that. Or move up to a different laptop maybe. I don't know, because that does run hot, the MacBook Air. That's for sure. All right. So we got, what do we have? 142 watching. This is for you, everybody. I think we're going to keep it at an hour today. I don't want to go too long today. I did one on Friday. I still have got to go over to the new studio, start getting that ready. I will be doing a studio tour, so keep that in mind. That will be coming as well. But right after this, I want you to go over to my channel. I'll put it in the link below once we're done. Into the chat. I think it has to be off. It's so funny how YouTube works. I will put the link to my new video. It's going to drop as soon as this video is over. I'm going to make it live within a minute, and you'll get the notifications if you're subscribed to me. It's the Asus Zenbook 14 UX 425 EA. It's running the Ryzen 7. Ryzen, I wish. the Tiger Lake 11th gen Tiger Lake processor, which is very good, and the Intel integrated graphics, which are the Xe graphics, which are really good. So check it out. That's going to debut right after we're off this live stream. That's coming up. So we got a lot of stuff coming up, people. Any other questions before we start wrapping things up? I think that's pretty much it. You already have the MacBook Air. If not, so what Karia is saying is, do you already have the MacBook Air? Is she saying to Didar? If not, I would wait until the ARM Max. That is a very good point. And from what we understand, they will run much cooler. So I think we're going to call it a day here because I got so much to do, but I wanted to make sure we got it in. And again, this is dedicated to Danica. Again, in the chat, if you haven't donated to the GoFundMe campaign, go ahead. She's a former moderator, of course, a moderator of our channel. She's probably watching us now. Thank you, Danica, for moderating for wherever you are. But my heart goes out to the Karia's family regarding this tragic loss. It's just much too soon, and there are just no words. Again, our hearts go out to you, and we're thinking about you. All right. So with that being said, we're going to start wrapping it up here. And it was a good one. Don't go anywhere. Once this is over, go back to my channel, actually, and then you'll see a new video. I'll make it live as soon as this is done. Asus Zenbook 14, all new Tiger Lake processor that's coming up. Last live stream here in the studio, this studio. By the time you'll see me in a new studio, and hopefully that'll be up and running. I'll let you guys know. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. You'll get all the updates. Thank you, Mallory. Thanks all the moderators, and I'll see everybody in this next video coming up. Don't forget, it's a new video. Bye-bye.